Hey guys, it's J Rhymes here, back at it again with another video. Before we get started with this video, can you like, comment, and subscribe? That would mean a lot. So I wanted to talk. So I know that you may be feeling like the world is literally crumbling. I made a video yesterday. I was crying my eyes out, and I was basically just saying how I don't know what to do. But this morning I woke up, and it's Easter, right? A lot of people don't want you to succeed. A lot of people do not want to see you be the person you are. And I keep stressing this so much because there's so many people that fake it to make it. But they really are not here for your best interests. I realized a lot of things that I needed to work on. I need to work on myself. Forgive myself. Not because I did anything to myself, because I let other people do things to me and accept that as if it was my fault. If you feel like the things that you're carrying around are a burden to you and you didn't cause that on yourself, and you was just trying to be a good person and you was just trying to do you and be God's child, let that burden go, because it has nothing to do with you. There's a lot of people that are going to want to be in and out of your life because you are the light, you are different, you shine bright, you give something that a lot of people can't give. Your energy, fills the room. It's very luminant. And when people see that in a person, or when people see that you're different, they see it as bad because they don't have what you have, but it's not bad. You can't let them tarnish who you are. You can't let them tarnish who you are. Like right now, I'm going through the most difficult time of my life, but my faith is stronger than ever. My faith is literally stronger than ever. And this is the first time in my life that I'm actually saying that genuinely. I have nothing left, but yet I have everything. I have everything because I have God. Like, people don't understand, this is true surrender. I'm about to cry right now. I'm about to cry again, yo. I'm really about to cry again. But this is true surrender. This is what it looks like. There's different forms of it, but I'm really sitting here really appreciative, 100% grateful. Everything that I have, I am grateful for. Literally, thinking about it, every day you get to live because of God's hand over your life. That is the most precious thing. Who cares about the money? Who cares about the clothes? Who cares about make connections, build, understand who you are, love yourself so you can love others. Fix yourself so you can help others. I'm not trying to point my finger at you guys. I'm just very passionate. I'm sorry. That was disrespectful, but really start understanding who you are. I could be going through the worst thing. I'm going through a lot right now, but I don't care because I have God right by my side. Amen. I have God right by my side. Comment and say, God is right by my side, always. Comment that, because he always is right by your side. And sometimes we can go through so much, and we can go through so much, and we can forget that he's there. It's so easy to see the devil because you see the drugs, you see the alcohol, you see the temptation, you see the sex, you see, social media, you see all these things that could put you into traps, right? But then on the other side, we can't see the positive side. It's so hard to see the positive side. It's so hard to see, really who God is. It's because you have to want to find him in your heart. You have to go want to find him. You have to want to find him. I don't think when I was young, I understood the extent of wanting to find God and understanding that. I just knew I had faith, but I didn't understand that I needed to really understand. You know what I mean? People could say they understand and really don't understand. You only understand what you want to understand. And that's the sad part about humans, is they only want to understand what they want to understand. And it's if they think they're right, they're not going to want to understand anything else but their point of view. And that's where you have to switch your mindset. You have to be very open-minded, because the world is so much more than a one or two, a two-sided coin. The world is so many, so many perspectives put into one jumbled up little mess that you got to figure out, because it looks like one perspective, but really it's a whole bunch. Then you can choose what perspective you take, but there's always going to be another perspective. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I just want to say, like, you know, life is tricky. Like, life is really tricky. Like, I don't know how to, like, say it any other way, but, like, I'm figuring it out. I'm figuring it out. You know what I mean? And I'm finally giving myself that opportunity to figure it out. A lot of people will call you selfish for trying to figure your shit out, bro. I promise you. I promise you. They'll call you selfish for trying to figure your shit out. But if you don't figure your shit out, I promise you, you won't be able to grow, succeed, expand, invest, nothing. Because you're still in the same spot. Let go. Grow. Be yourself. Open your heart. Compliment others. Just do simple things. Why does people gotta be so evil and tarnish people and hurt people and violate people and all this stuff? Like, why do people gotta do that? Because in reality, I understand that we all went through something. We all went through something traumatic. But if we all went through something traumatic, why keep passing it down if we already know how it feels? Like, I don't get that about people. If we already know how the pain feels, why wouldn't we want to make people feel good? And you know what I mean? Yeah, and then people say they don't understand the emotion. They don't understand that emotion because they never felt it. But it's like, naturally, like, what you want to feel like. Naturally, you know what you want to feel like. So it's like, the fact that you don't want others to feel that way is like, don't judge anybody. But it's just, I feel like a lot of people, their perspective is messed up, their values are messed up, their their egos are inflamed and heightened. They can't really see. Everything is saturated. It's like saturated fats. When you eat too much fat. I mean, when you eat too much fat. When you eat too much sugar, right? You eat too much sugar and it turns into fat, right? And that saturated fat, starts covering your abs. You know what I mean? That fat, like, starts, covering your abs, and you can't see your abs no more. But if you take away that saturated, fat, you start to see your abs again, because you stop eating, certain foods that, and that's how it is. Like, if you start cleansing your body and put positive instead of negative, you're gonna see a positive outcome instead of a negative outcome. That's like, people are like, oh, if I eat donuts, I'm gonna get skinny. No, that's not gonna happen, because you're not putting the right outcome to the right, effect. It's like, you gotta put the right outcome to it. And I feel like it's like, if you want a positive outcome, you gotta put a positive outcome out. If you want a negative outcome, sadly, you have to put a negative outcome out. And a lot of people do that because they don't have self-control in their mind. They don't have self-control emotionally. Because, like, once people's emotions get inflamed, oh, hell breaks loose. Because they can't see logic anymore. They can't see reality no more. They get inflamed in their own ego. And that ego will actually tarnish them than, better them. And but as time goes on, they're like, yo, why isn't anything positive in my life? Well, it's because you haven't, been putting positive outcomes in. You know what I mean? But I just really wanted to say, like, don't give up. Like, literally, like, I don't know. I like this video. All I'm saying is, happy Easter if you celebrate Easter. And I just really want to say, like, thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you guys for really listening to me, because you guys don't have to. You guys, don't have to do anything, but you guys choose to, and I'm really blessed and honored for, even if it's 2 people or 50 people, whatever, it's still somebody, and I'm so grateful for that. And I just really want to say thank you for all the support, love, everything like that. And I feel like things are about to change. I feel like I'm way more calmer today than I was yesterday. But I think that right now I'm in the point in my life where I'm literally just learning how to like be at peace with myself and like really like have nobody else connected to that peace except for my own. So yeah. Anyway, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It would mean a lot. And stay safe.